My name is Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. Yesterday on my channel I talked about my first steps of mental illness and physical illness, and I want to go a little bit deeper now with the chemicals and the food and the things that we ingest. Again, it seems like people just want to look at the surface layers and not dig a little deeper, so let's dig a little deeper. Everybody, this is one, there's so many chemicals out there in our food, it's unbelievable. But one that everybody knows about, has talked about, and that's hormones. So let's break down just hormones and the aspect of what hormones have done in our food. If you want to, I don't know if anybody saw those headlines, and I didn't investigate any further and look into it any deeper, but saw headlines quite some time ago about how there was some sort of, I don't remember exactly what it was, there was some sort of outing going on with Hillary Clinton, and the cameras were supposedly off, and somebody recorded her afterwards saying that people are being controlled by their food. Now, for anybody who wants to think that's a conspiracy, stop right now and sit down and take a deep breath. Let's look at hormones. We know it. We know there's hormones in our food. So what do hormones do to us? Well, stop and look at it in this aspect, people. What does a woman go through on menopause? Please, women, step up and share. Be honest. What do women go through with menopause? Part of what they experience is because of a hormonal imbalance. They become moody, they have mood swings, they think irrationally, and they become horny. Be honest, people. Women become horny during menopause. You want to know why there's so many horny women out there today? Well, we filled their bodies full of hormones, so what do you expect to happen? Now let's look at men. What happened when you put hormones into men and turn them into a bunch of girls? We wonder why we have a bunch of boys out there and men who think they're girls. Well, we filled them full of hormones, twisted the chemicals in their brain so that they can't think straight. When I tell you every single person in our country, if not the entire world, is a victim, we are. You want a real reason to stand up and fight? Let's not fight about slavery that took place 500 years ago. Let's talk about what's being done to us today. That's why the powers above us keep cycling us down those circles. Don't look at what you're going through today. Don't look at what people are doing to you. Let's look at what happened to somebody that we don't even know who, what, did, where, when, and we'll focus on that instead, right? Please, people, stop this. Everybody was a slave. Everybody has ancestors that were slaves. And we're all still slaves today. So look at all these aspects of what these chemicals are actually doing to us. What are all the other chemicals beyond hormones doing to us? We look at fluoride. We already know now that fluoride is no longer a natural product being fed to us. It used to come from a rock. And actually a rock in China is one of the most, from the research and what I recall, was one of the most vast deposits of it was from China. Well, how far do you think that really goes? Now, let's go back to Alcoa and the whole story, and I read this many, many years ago, about how Alcoa has a byproduct from making aluminum that is in all aluminum. Every metal processing aluminum company has a byproduct that is so toxic there's nothing they can do with it. So what do they do with it? They feed it back to us. Does that make sense to you? They're going to tell us fluoride is good, and this is huge problems I have all the way around. One, you can't tell me something that is a toxic chemical that is absolutely devastational and will kill everything it touches, but yet we'll push it through hydrogen. Now we'll call it fluoride because now it's fluoride, right? It's part of watch my video coming up about why meth is death. Why is that one drug so much more devastational to people than every other drug? I'm going to tell you, but that's a video for another day. So I want to know how we can take something that's totally, absolutely, extremely toxic, so toxic we can't do anything with it, but yeah, we put hydrogen through it. Now we're going to say it's so safe that you can digest it and ingest it, and that's what's being put in your water, in your toothpaste. What a scandal. Now let's look at what we know fluoride does actually do to us. It actually makes our brain stupid. Please do the research just on fluoride. There's so much of it out there. Do the research on hormones. There's so much of it out there. But even beyond the research with just hormones, again, look at what we already know. I mean, almost everybody should know this kind of stuff as an adult. What a woman goes through during menopause. Not only as a man to understand your woman, to help her through it, to not feel like a victim yourself through it and let yourself fall victim like I have. What would I be without all the hormones and chemicals that would have been put into my body? What's in all these needles that they stick in our arms and poke us with? Well, thanks to Anthony Fauci, I really seriously today no more stronger stand up and say, what is all of this stuff? You just set off red flags that were beyond anything you can take back and make me trust you. You lied to us through all of COVID and gained from it and still sat and lied about it. I can't trust you. But yet he was in the top seat, the number one seat, to keep us safe, keep us healthy. And he lied to us. I'm going to be making another whole video just about COVID, because what COVID has done to us and what I've learned about COVID myself, unbelievable. And again, how the numbers don't mean squat. So when we want to talk about physical and mental illness in our country, chemicals, number one, first and foremost. So why, I ask, why are they still being so forced down our throats in everything? Being told you need more of them. So much so that we're even going to spray your sky full of them. And watch it just toxify everything around you. But trust us, chemicals are safe. Oh yeah, check out the new Teflon. Teflon is now safe again. Because what? There's nothing that they make is safe. Nothing. I really, they could actually be using the same exact chemicals and processes and tell you it's something different, and just like the sugar pill, you wouldn't know any different. Again, I woke up, keep finding out Santa Claus isn't real over and over and over again. And it hurts me because I love my country and I love my people. I don't want to see them continue falling victim to it, and I want my kids back so that they are not forcefully being raised in the opposite mindset just to hurt me, and how sick and twisted all of it is. If there is anybody who understands mental and physical illness better than me, you sure are. Please come on my channel and share. I would love to have you on here and let's talk. But again, I'm going to try and keep these videos short and just keep tacking away. So when we look at the list, number 1 and number 2, is it really heart disease and cancer? Or is it really money and chemicals? I said it in my comments in the description, and I didn't say it in my video. And now I forget what it was that I put in there. Part of sitting here winging it. Look back to my comments in my last video. Money. I mean, why is that not on the list of causes of death? Why are chemicals? That's what it was. It was the mindset. The reason those aren't on that list because it would change the way we think. It would change the way we view things. We would actually become healthier and safer if we actually viewed things in those mindsets. If they put the statistics out there and said the number 1 cause of death is chemicals, would you not stop and think more about the chemicals you consume? That's why they don't put it out there. So I really think that's something that needs to change. I'm hopefully going to help change people's minds and live a healthier life by producing this information and sharing it with you. So please like and subscribe, share my stories, share my channel, help me get heard, and thank you for watching.